Has anyone fixed the window in the east hallway?
No, not yet. The maintenance supervisor stopped by this morning. He said the glass needs to be replaced, but that he has to be done by a professional.
In the meantime, maybe someone can cover the window with plastic.
What problem does the man mention?
Have you signed the agreement for the renovation of the lobby?
Not yet. We're still negotiating the details. I'm trying to get a good deal on the labor costs.
Well, we have to finalize the contract soon. As you know, the work must be completed before the peak season begins.
What are the speakers mainly discussing? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
Hello, Margaret. It's Ben. Have you completed the employee satisfaction survey yet?
Hello, Ben. I'm sorry I haven't. I've been busy.
I don't mean to pressure you, but we need your responses soon. The personnel department will make a report based on the employee feedback.
I understand. I'll fill it out now.
Number 1. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 2. What does the man mention about the personnel department? Number 3. What will the woman most likely do next? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation.
The maintenance crew will visit the laboratory at 10 a.m.
Oh, really? What's happening?
They're installing cameras and door alarms. Because we started doing research at this facility, it's important to keep the area secure.
That makes sense. We need to take proper security measures. Number 4. What is the conversation mainly about? Number 5. According to the woman, what is the facility used for? Number 6. What does the man mean when he says, "That makes sense"? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
Michelle, the board members will be arriving at 2 p.m. for their quarterly meeting. Is everything ready?
Yes, except the expense report. Should I print out a copy for each person?
The document is 30 pages long. We don't want to use up that much paper.
Good point. Since everyone usually brings a laptop, I'll email it.
Okay, and I'll ask to borrow a few laptops from IT in case people need them. I can take care of that now.
Number 1. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 2. What does the man imply when he says,
The document is 30 pages long.
Number 3. What will the man do next? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation. Good afternoon. I'd like to tell you about JKL Electronics' new tablet PC, the BX450.
Sorry, but my company already has enough tablet PCs. We don't need any more at this time.
Well, I guarantee you'll be impressed with the BX450. It's very light, so it's easy to carry with you wherever you go. Could I make an appointment to show you this amazing device in person? Number 4. What is the purpose of the man's call? Number 5. Why is the woman uninterested in the BX450? Number 6. What benefit of the product does the man mention? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
Hello, there's a problem with the air conditioning unit on the 8th floor. Are you the person in charge of maintenance?
Yes, that's me. What kind of problem are you having?
Well, it seems to be working fine. It isn't too hot or too cold up here, but the display is no longer working. We can't see the temperature. We can't even see if it's turned on or not.
Okay, if it's just a problem with the screen, it should be a quick fix. I'll come up there now to take a look.
Number 1. What are the speakers discussing? Number 2. What problem does the man mention? Number 3. What will the woman most likely do next? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation. The directors will be holding the monthly board meeting next week. They've asked us to make the proper arrangements.
Okay. Do they have a specific date and time in mind? We usually reserve the Miriam room for that. It's available every day next week. I don't think anyone has reserved it yet.
They said they'd prefer it be in the early afternoon on Thursday or Friday.
Okay. Do you mind choosing a time and making the reservation?
Number 4. What is the purpose of the conversation? Number 5. What does the woman mean when she says,
I don't think anyone has reserved it yet.
Number 6. What does the woman ask the man to do? Questions 7 through 9 refer to the following conversation.
Hi, Henry. How is the new advertisement going? I heard your team was almost done with the design.
Yes, we are, but we've run into an issue with the budget. It looks like we don't have enough left to post the advertisement in as many magazines as we first intended.
Really? Well, I want to publish it in as many places as possible. So how about having it in each publication for just 3 months instead of 6?
That should save us enough money. Then we can maybe get another budget proposal through 3 months from now.
Number 7. What are the speakers talking about? Number 8. What problem does the man mention? Number 9. What does the woman suggest doing? Questions 10 through 12 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Good morning. I've just purchased a house in Chesterfield and would like to move in next month from Ricksville. I was wondering about your rates for moving my items.
The price depends on several things, including the number of items you need moved and their weight.
Please note that there is an additional fee since you are moving more than a half-hour drive away.
I understand. And what is the process for payment?
We require a deposit a week before the actual moving date. We'll be happy to stop by your place to provide a free estimate if you have time tomorrow.
Okay, that would be great. Are you free tomorrow afternoon?
Number 10. What type of business do the men work for? Number 11. Why does the woman have to pay an additional fee? Number 12. What will the men most likely do tomorrow? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers. Have you completed the new online course on work safety?
I have. Have you, Sarah?
Yes, it has a section about safety guidelines for our latest laboratory equipment.
That's great. The previous course covered only the old machines.
Right. This one also has many tips for emergencies.
I believe that will be the most helpful.
I'll take that course soon. Number 1. What are the speakers mainly discussing? Number 2. What does Sarah mention about the laboratory? Number 3. What does the man plan to do? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
I only have a few vacation days left. We don't receive enough paid time off.
I disagree with you. 15 days of paid vacation per year is reasonable.
He's right. Also, our company adds 2 vacation days every 2 years.
Really? This is my first year here, so I didn't know that.
You're also given time off in exchange for working overtime.
That's what I like the most.
Number 4. What is the conversation mainly about? Number 5. What is mentioned about the woman? Number 6. According to the men, how can employees receive more time off? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
We're having a company lunch this Friday to celebrate Ms. Keller's promotion to regional manager.
Everyone agrees that she deserves it. She's such a dedicated employee. In order to show our support, how about buying a present for Ms. Keller? We could get a bouquet of flowers and a card that everyone could sign.
I think she would really appreciate that. I'll collect a few dollars from each employee and then call the flower shop.
Number 1. What are the speakers discussing? Number 2. What does the man suggest doing? Number 3. What does the woman say she will do? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers.
Mr. Klein, your resume says you have experience as a customer service representative. Can you tell us more about this?
I help customers with their devices for an electronics company for 3 years.
Our customer service representatives work odd hours.
That's right. Are you able to work late at night and occasionally on weekends?
That isn't a problem. I'm very flexible.
Good. Now we just need you to submit copies of your diplomas by the end of the week.
The results will be sent out on November 3rd.
Number 4. Where most likely is the conversation taking place? Number 5. What do the women mention about customer service representatives? Number 6. What must happen by the end of the week? Questions 1 through 3 refer to the following conversation.
Now that your annual inventory report is completed, are you going to take some time off?
Yes, I'm going to Naples for about a week. I'm planning the details of my trip now.
I hope you have a great trip. I've been to Naples a few times, and there are a lot of interesting places to visit.
I remember that you went there in the spring. You stayed at Adriano Hotel, right? Would you stay there again?
Once was more than enough. I'm sure you could get better service somewhere else.
Okay, thanks for the tip. I'll search for some other options before making a final decision. Number 1. What is the conversation mainly about? Number 2. What does the woman imply when she says,
Once was more than enough.
Number 3. What does the man say he will do? Questions 4 through 6 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers. I heard that you are transferring to the main branch of our bank.
Yes, that's right. I made a request a few weeks ago, and it was approved.
How did you make the request? I would really like to work there too.
Jen from Human Resources asked me if I was interested, and then she sent me a form. Hey, Jen, are there still openings at the main branch?
Yes, actually, we are looking for one more person.
I'd really like to apply. What do I need to do, Jen?
I'll send you the application form by email now.
Number 4. What kind of business do the speakers work for? Number 5. What does the man say he wants to do? Number 6. What will Jen most likely do next? Questions 7 through 9 refer to the following conversation.
We are having difficulties finding someone for the accountant position to replace Melanie Spicer, who is retiring next week. Among the candidates who applied, none have the minimum requirements.
What are the requirements? I thought all that was needed was a degree in finance or a related field.
Well, the department head wants someone who has at least 10 years of experience. With the annual budget due next month, he doesn't have a lot of time to train a new employee.
In that case, I recommend using Hudson Recruits. They have a big database of qualified job seekers.
Number 7. What problem does the man mention? Number 8. According to the man, what qualification did the department head request? Number 9. What does the woman suggest doing? Questions 10 through 12 refer to the following conversation with 3 speakers. Hi, Taylor. You just missed the training session for the new software, Parix 3. What are you here for now?
I reserved this room for a meeting. How was the training session?
It was really informative. Robert took it too. We were in a group activity together. What did you think, Robert?
I agree. The group exercises were particularly helpful. I don't understand why the session isn't mandatory.
Unfortunately, I was too busy to attend.
Well, there is another session next week. You should sign up. I think it's filling up fast.
Really? I have a few minutes before my client gets here. I'll do that now. Thanks.
Number 10. Where does the conversation most likely take place? Number 11. What do the men mention about the training session? Number 12. What will the woman most likely do next?